explain these 6 objectives. Why? Because it is very important to consider that. And it is the role of information system in a business is going to be improved if we use that IT. This is 6 objectives: achieving operational excellency, develop new product and services, and business models. Don't forget business models. Attain customer intimacy and services, improve decision making, competition advantages, competitive advantage, ensure survival. Ensure survival. That's me. You will be ensured that to survive the company. Now, we're going to discuss the systems. The system for different group management. How many group management? We have this 3 level of management or 3 group of management: top management, middle management, and operational management. So how we are going to use systems? Each one of these management have their system. For example, transaction processing, or we call that TBS. TBS for what? Let me. TBS. TBS is here for operational management. Okay? What is TBS doing? TBS is a kind of track of basic activities, right? And transactions of organization. Transaction. Who do that? The receptionist, the data workers. The data workers where? In the operational management. So TBS is the most important part in doing automation of the business. Yes, because it will feed with information activities with our business. So we call that TBS is here. Middle management here, what applications they took is decision support system and knowledge worker system or knowledge systems. For senior management, we call that executive support systems. It is ESS. We will go one by one. So these 4 systems, TBS, MIS, DSS, ESS, executive support system, this is support system, management information systems. We have to understand them. All of these are systems for different group of management, but we have to understand that TBS to keep track of business activities and transactions of our organization. That is very important. Like receptionists, when you go to the bank, who is the first one to meet? Those one using TBS. When you go to any kind or any type of organization, the first counter will meet you. Those are the TBS systems there. Other than that is systems for business intelligence. Why we call business intelligence? Because that system can help in arranging information in a proper format, that will be helpful for managers to make a decision, either middle management or department managers and top management. So what are these systems that can help in decision making needs? What are these systems? We have these systems. What is this? Management information system and decision support system is for middle management. It can help middle management. Executive support system, it helps top management. Is it clear? Faham?
Understand.
Good. What is transaction processing system? Let's explain one by one. TBS, or we call that transaction processing systems, serve operational managers. The The principal purpose is to answer routine questions and to track the flow of transaction through organization. For example, inventory questions, granting credit to the customer for those traders, for trade companies or manufacturing companies. This is a kind of tracking data. Also, TBS can monitor status of internal operations and firm relationships with external environment. That means you are a customer, you are some, or you are a client, you are a supplier. So you will you will contact with system that will manage records, making information and manage records, activity records. Major producers of information for the system. Yes. This TBS generate information. Produce information for the other systems. For other systems. This TBS generate information. Why? Because when you go to a counter, they will register you. You buy something, they will register everything. You would like to do subscribe, you register there. If you do it online, yes, the one who record the details and subscription, and you subscribe for something, or you would like to do anything in the first time, or with the first counter, those are using TBS. They will collect data for you. Say, for example, when you came to UM, first, how you register, how you set your application. This application is TBS, even it is online. It's because it's the first contact with outside company. With outside entities like customers, suppliers, and so on. Those are TBS. Also, TBS highly central to business operations and functioning. Business operations. For example, here, the payroll, how it look like that? Data entry to generate general ledger. So the employee file database, payroll systems. This is to explain the process. Management of Information System, or MIS. MIS, what is it? This MIS provides middle managers with reports of firm performance. Middle managers. Who are the middle managers? Like head of department managers. So in a company, we have how many departments? We have human resource, we have accounting department, we have any kind of department that we have. What they use? They use MIS for doing what? To knowledge workers, expert people, or some kind of units very unique or specialized for something. They are using that system. So the middle management is using that MIS because they generate report of the performance. Also, this MIS system help monitor firm and predict future performance. It's like that. Can help to finish a job very fast. Also, it summarize and report on the basic operations using data from TBS. Wow. Summarize and report on the basic operations using data from TBS, the previous system used in operational management. MIS provide weekly, monthly, annually results. But may enable drilling down into daily or hourly data. Why? Because those systems used by the top level of management can go down to the down one. But business authority, you are in operation management, you are a worker, cannot log into this system because belong to middle management. So middle management managers using MIS, they're using this support system. Why? Because they are their hierarchy in the middle. They can use also the system in operational level. So it's like that. So MIS can also typically not very flexible system with a little analytical capability. Why? It is good system, but still not very flexible system with a little analytic capability because just generate reports. What is the most or the good system better than this MIS would generate or make analytic job is sorry, this is support system. Okay, but let us explain this one. This MIS. So MIS can provide middle manager with reports, can summarize report on a basic operations, can make it also weekly, monthly, and annually, and also can go down to daily and hourly data. This example framework, the figure show that how it look like. You collect data from different master file in different functions in MIS file, so we can come out with report. So we mix this to come out with a report. Who will use that? Managers. Or online disciplines and dashboards. Who will use that? Managers. So either we generate report or make it as dashboard, online dashboard. We will explain dashboard. Dashboards like this. Dashboard like that. So it is online dashboard. So managers can just log in there and they can check what is happening. All that from systems, you know. So the example or good example is presented here in this figure. What is this? You see this one? How it's become? Product code, description, based on region, based on actual sales and planned sales, and actual versus planned sales. Why? Companies here they can manage and they can look after the performance KPI. Do they perform well? They set a plan here, but how to achieve that? Sometimes you achieve, almost you achieve, and sometimes you exceed, like here. They exceed. The plan is 4,700 and they exceed by almost 900. So this MIS can help you as a managers, as a middle managers, to understand the daily reports, weekly reports, or monthly reports on your business activities. Decision support system also uses seen by middle managers. Who are that? Who do they do like to do analytic things? MIS cannot do analytical job, but this is support system can do it. But all this system, MIS and DSS for middle managers. How we can support? This DSS support non-routine decision making. For example, what is impact on production schedule if December sales doubled? Wow. If sales in December will be doubled, production will be affected. So we have to reschedule our production to generate and to produce product more than that. So it is very important that when we say that we from analyzing previous years, when you have data 1, 2, 3, 5 years, you can do plan to know that when is sales is going to increase. Sometimes product is seasonal product. So companies they can do that kind of analysis to do forecasting for sales. If companies expecting that in December the sales will be doubled, so what do you have to do? You have to look back for production. Do production can fulfill that demand? Otherwise, you are going to lose opportunity of generating profit. Yes, companies consider that as a loss. If you do nothing, you couldn't do until you need a job. So let's see this figure. This is Voyage estimation, this is a support system. When you do a shipping, you have online inquiry. You are here in a PC. You looking for analytical model database that generate information from where? From all these files from different places about, for example, you would like to do a shipment for raw materials or from other different places. You have to determine which one you would choose based on the speed, based on port distance, fuel consumption, ship character, port, expenses files. All that data can help managers to do analytical job. So this is a support system often use external information as well as from TBS and MIS. Wow. So from everywhere we can take information. But if you notice that TBS and MIS only from internal. So what is it? So DSS is a model driven, like a voyage estimate system that can help to do analytic job. To do analytical job is analytical model that can help to determine which the right shipment that you should choose. Here is data driven to do marketing analysis or IntraWest's marketing analysis system that can help to do analysis that is helpful for managers to decide which the right act that we should follow. Executive support systems, it serve senior managers. Senior managers, where? Managers. The senior management, they use ESS. They use ESS. Okay? Executive support system, they serve managers, right? They address strategic issues and long-term trends. For example, what product should we make in 5 years? You should set a plan. It can help also. Address non-routine decision making. Non-routine. Yes, it's non-routine. Provide generalized computing capacity that can be applied to change array of problems. So yes, top management, executive support managers, they use this kind of systems to help in making a decision. Draw and summarize information from MIS, DSS, and data from external. You see, so DSS and ESS use data from external events. Typically use portal with a web interface or digital dashboard to present content. Wow. So how to present content? They use dashboard for managers. Managers, they can look for these dashboards. It will become easier for them to identify, for example, the sales, the volume of sales based on the type of product. They also the sales revenue. Other than that, the media utilization, they have it, and return on investment based on the product. So they would like to understand the quantity and the quality and things that related to major things with the business. So this is systems. Yes. So here we would like to mention something and to recall something is that what are the systems? Again, we have TBS, we have MIS, we have DSS, we have ESS. So based on the management level, ESS used by senior management, DSS and MIS by middle management, TBS used, utilized by, is the system help operational management. So all these systems used by different certain business group and levels. Now, these other systems, wow, a lot of systems. Why this system? Because it can help to do collaboration, and to run your business in a global business. How we could run our business in a global business? Because we have to know that global environment and with whom we are dealing. Now, when we have a system that can manage our product and manage our process and manage everything in our company in a single activity in a business process. Business process, we have to understand that. What's the business process? So here we would like to explain the linking of enterprise. What are the systems that can help to do linking? We have enterprise applications. We call that applications, enterprise applications as a whole. What are these? How we can distinguish that systems? So after they develop, these systems, I can tell you that this system is developed historically, from long time they use the four systems, the previous one, like TBS, TSS, MIS, and ESS. How to make that integrated, more integrated and collaborative with outside suppliers and customer. This we call that enterprise systems or enterprise applications. Sorry. To do what? This system to increase the linking the enterprise with suppliers and the customer. Let's go to these systems and applications. Before we start, let's define what is enterprise applications. Enterprise applications. It is the systems that span functional area, focus on executing business processes across the firm, and include all level of management. Wow. To make that more integrated in ERP. So four major types here is enterprise system, supply chain management, customer relationship management systems, knowledge management systems. All of these major type of enterprise applications is very important. Enterprise system, what is that? Do you still remember when I mentioned to you ERP? This is enterprise system. Supply chain management, what? To do and to manage a lot of things. Customer relationship management, from the name, it's concerned to build a good relationship with the customer. Knowledge management system for expert things, so unique things, proposals and innovations and so on. So let's us look to this figure. What is this figure explaining? How many business functions here? Business functions. We don't talk now about the business. Business functions is the down here. From the down to the top, we have a sales and marketing from down to the top. These functions is connecting all the management group levels. Why? Because it's one of a major business functions. Number two, manufacturing and production. It is one of the major functions which should be performed by all management levels. Other than that, finance and accounting should be performed by workers and also middle management manage that, and top management they have to know what is happening. Human resource. Yes, it is a human resource. It is a basic function, basic business function. And also, it should be performed by three levels of management. So the business function here should be performed by three top management. But what the certain system? When we see systems, we mean that they are integrated. They are one system. But how we can distinguish? How we can to give authority? How you can log in? Let me tell you, can you log in to academic portal in UAM? No, because you are a student. you have all of us, we log into the same portal, to the same system. You know that? But you have a certain type of portal based on your authority as a student. We are staff, for example, academic staff. Yes, we use the same system, even in Bandahari, even everywhere. But each department or each function, they have their own system. For example, as academic, we are where? We are in a production and delivering service, because we are academic. We deliver our service to the client. Who are the client? The students. So we have a certain type of business to be accomplished. So all these business functions or major business functions should be done by three levels of management. Okay, we understand that. Here, when we talk about enterprise application architecture, that's me. We have here those enterprises applications. They are linking the enterprise, all the enterprise. For example, the enterprise system. You see how it look like this frame, because joining the enterprise system joined three business levels. You know that? Yes, three business levels: top level, mid level, and operational level. Supply chain management also here, with the customer, with the suppliers, with the partners, and CRM with the customer distribution and distributors, customer and distributors. So CRM, you see how the linking all business levels together, upside down. We call that enterprise application architecture. So all systems not separately working. They are in one database, they are in one place, they are in one data center and one server. But they split based on that hierarchy, based on the business function, based on the business level. So all of them work together. In a company, all these top management, middle management, and lower management, they have to work together to accomplish business process and to achieve goals, right? Same like the system. System is connecting all the company together. So nothing is separated. That's why we call that now we have integrated system. Means when you enter the data here in the low level, so the top levels, they can look down to the data. I would like to ask you here, are you ready for question? I would like to ask something. What system we use here in the operational management? Down here.
MIS. TPS.
TBS. I saw the chatting books telling me TBS. Yes. Yeah, here is TBS. Good try. Don't try. Good try. You have to make mistake to make right job later. Doesn't matter that you have to settle your understanding well. So what system used by the top management? Nurul Nabila. Good, Nurul Nabila. Yes, ESS, Executive Support System. So what system used by head, by middle management? DSS, right. Right. And MIS. Don't forget MIS. MIS and DSS used by middle management. Now, when we see what systems manage all enterprise, what application? The application manage all enterprise to make that connectivity among the different management levels, different functions or business functions. You see how this Enterprise look like it's all business levels, management levels, and bring all together. They touch all business functions. That's really integrating the whole enterprise as whole. This is what we call enterprise system. At the same time, how we could, you see, how this system, supply chain management system and customer relationship management, how it is very important to connect what? To connect middle management, and in the same time it is come across with enterprise application, yes, and knowledge management workers. So all these systems are integrated. The purpose of that, to increase the linkage of the enterprise. So this system is enterprise applications that help to increase the linkage of the company with their partners, with their customers, suppliers, distributors. So enterprise system, how we can define that? We are going now to present one by one. Enterprise system, also called enterprise resource planning system, integrate data from key business processes into a single system. Wow, you have to know what is the systems here, how we could distinguish these systems from each other. So integrate that data from key business processes into a single system. Speed communication of information through enable greater business, enable greater flexibility in responding to customer requests, greater accuracy in order fulfillment. Also, enable managers to assemble over all view of information. You see how this look like on overall operations. Wow. I like that enterprise system. We call that ERP. ERP. You have to put in your mind that ERP. You know, last semesters we brought Monson Sem. Monson Sem, it is gaming way that how we could run ERP. I think like a game. So we let our students to play this game. Yes, it is kind of a workshop that we did last time, but for sure it was small workshop beat by students 70 ringgit like that. But actually price it is 400 to 500. This is a Monson Sam is a platform company in Australia. They developed this one as a part of LMS system that helps students to do simulation, how these things is running. Yes, we are in the way. I mean, our GUM management in the steps or in the process to make this system to our students, so our students they can practice the system and to take proficiency in that. So this is enterprise systems to include all activities. What is a supply chain management system? Supply chain, what is it? Very important that if you work with the supply chain management department, do you know sometimes now for big companies, yes, big companies now what they have? Big companies now they have departments which is supply chain management. They use systems. What type of systems? What supply chain management do? Manage the relationship with the suppliers, purchasing firms, distributors, and logistic companies. This is to build a relationship between all of these together. Manage shared information about orders, wow, production, inventory levels, and so on. So this supply chain management system is very important. So what is the goal? The goal is to move correct amount of product from source to the point of consumption as quickly as possible and at lowest cost. This is a supply chain management system can do that. Type of inter-organizational systems. This means automating inter-organizational system that automating flow of information across organizational boundaries. Wow, it can help. You know, supply chain management is different flow. Financial flow, information flow, and material flow. What's the CRM? CRM, customer relationship management. This customer relationship management can help relationship or to manage relationship with a customer, coordinate business processes that deal with the customers in sales, on marketing, and customer service. This is CRM. What's the goal of CRM? To optimize revenue, improve customer satisfaction, increase customer retention, also to come back to buy from us many times. Identify and retain most profitable customers. Yes, we will know that who's that customer of us that buy from us frequently and many times. Increase sales. Yes, because we connect. We are reaching our customer and we try to promote them, to market them, to attract their attention. Knowledge management. What is it? Knowledge management in expert or manage process for capturing and applying a knowledge and experience. How we could, if we face a problem, for example, we have to go back to the data that maybe we have some kind of solutions there or proposals already there we can solve, or we face a problem maybe we already faced that problems before, so we will follow the same procedures, or maybe 80-60% we make just improvement. So we are not going to start from scratch to build a new proposal. Collect relevant knowledge and make it available wherever needed in the enterprise to improve business processes and management decisions. Also, link firm to external source of knowledge. If you have some kind of a knowledge or expert people, you have can connect with them. Because expert people now, for example, the old people, those who work for years, decades with the firm, 40, 50 years working with the firms, they will be retired. But how you can stay connected with them? You have to make a system that let them to enter. If you have anything, you ask them for help. Because the companies tell contract with them. And the old people who are retired, they don't like to go to the war. They would like to enjoy their time. So based on the system, they can log into the system and accomplish or answer the inquiries from the job. Internal and external, intranet and extranet. This is a kind of a network in a company. Extranet and internet. So this is a technology platform that increase integration and expedite the flow of information. That's mean how I increase integration and information flow among the company and the departments. So we have intranet. What is the intranet and what is extranet? Not internet. You say intranet and extranet. Okay? So intranet is internal network based on internet standards, while often that a private access area in a company website. So nobody can enter that. It's a private area, not like internet, not like extranet. But extranet is a company website, accessibly only to the authorized vendors and suppliers. Why? Because I would like to reach them. They are my suppliers. I would like to facilitate collaboration, me and my suppliers and distributors or maybe vendors. So we use extranet to connect, but not everyone, only those people who are authorized. Okay? Now, what is e-commerce? What is e-business? What is e-government? We have to understand that. We are practicing all of them now, even in e-government. So what is e-business? E-business uses digital technology and internet to derive major business processes. Major business processes. What is e-commerce? It's a subset of business, subset of e-business. That means e-commerce is a part of e-business. E-commerce is a buying and selling goods and services through internet. So we have to distinguish between e-business and e-commerce. E-business, company to one company, yes, for major business processes, but e-commerce for buying and selling on internet. What is e-government? It's using internet technology to deliver information and services to a citizen, employees, and businesses. For example, if you would like to do anything, they will ask you now, please fill up the form before you come. Yes. Now you can subscribe for things with the government, with the local government online. The process could be run online. What is a collaboration? Yes, we know all that systems, all that applications, and all that infrastructure, internet, intranet, and extranet. Very important. And what type of a business model that we have? Why? Because all of that can help in collaboration. What's a collaboration? How we can define collaboration? It's a growing importance of collaborations come from different things. Changing nature of work. The work is changing. So we have to maintain the cooperation among workers. Growth of professional work. Many professional workers now is growing to accomplish some kind of a job. So collaboration is very important. Changing organization of the firm, changing the scope of the firm, enhancing on innovation, changing culture of the work and the business. All of that reasons becomes let collaboration to become very important. So what is the social business? Now companies they do social business. How? They use the social networking platforms to engage employees, customers, and suppliers. Social business now. Because social platforms is going to be used. They are using social platforms. Conversations to the strengthen bonds. Yes, you can do online conversation with your client and customer. Requires information transparency. Yes. Seen as way to drive operational efficiency, super innovation, accelerate decision making. Social business make that when companies would like to promote product in the Facebook or in the social media as a whole, become close to their customer. So they will have a super innovation and they can make an acceleration for the decision making because you have a real decision. I mean, real information that can have and help to make accurate decision. So what is the benefit of collaboration and social business? There's a lot of benefits regarding our business. Collaboration and a social business, it can bring a benefit to the business. How? Investment in a collaboration technology, in a collaboration or social business can help retain large rewards, especially in sales and marketing. Yes, for sure, because you connect with the customers. Research and development. Yes, now COVID-19, we have expert people in Europe, in Germany, in Japan, in US, in Malaysia. How we can connect with them? Everyone in his laboratory. We can do that based on collaboration. What are the technology that can help to do collaboration? So collaboration is a very important. Here, investment in collaboration technology can retain large rewards, especially in sales, marketing, and research and development. How to now Chinese, Japanese, Europe's, Germans, and I think Malaysia, all of them they are working in e-laboratory. So thousands of doctors working together with that. Productivity. What's the productivity? How it can improve productivity? Sharing the knowledge and resolving problems. Yes, when you share the knowledge and resolve problems, the productivity will improve. Quality, also the quality will be improved because a lot of people are working together. More than one mind, more than expert from different countries, from different places. So the quality, it will be faster resolution of quality issues. Innovation, more ideas for product and services. Even companies with a certain field, if we are working together, they can bring something very important, customer service. Also complaints handled more rapidly. Yes, and when you do collaboration with your distributors, yes, you can, but with your customer, you can reach through social media. Social, we call that social business. Financial performance. Financial performance, it will be improved because it's generated by improvements in factors above. Because when we make productivity, high quality, innovation, and customer service, good and satisfaction, it will affect the financial performance as well. So here, is the collaboration. What's the requirements for collaboration? These are collaboration capabilities, what we have. Collaboration technology, what we have. We have to have collaboration capability and technology. Why? Because if these two items, two factors, very important for collaboration quality. Collaboration quality will improve the firm performance. So what technology that we need to make and to enhance the collaboration capability? For sure, maybe we have collaboration capability, but for sure, companies they have to use a proper technology to do that. Tools and technologies for collaboration and teamwork. What is that? We have email and instant messaging. We have wikis, virtual wars, social business environments of collaboration like telepresence, virtual meeting system, cloud collaboration services, Google Drive, Dropbox, Microsoft SharePoint, and IBM Notes. Do you know that? I do collaboration with my postgraduate students. The files already in Dropbox. I do the same thing with my undergraduates. When you have a group assignment, I share with you the Dropbox. So each group they put their files there. Final year project. We do this kind of enhancement and to do a collaboration. Why? Because to make sure that our students can perform well and they can achieve high grade in their performance and their results. Enterprise social networking tools. Hey, what is collaboration? How we can evaluate before we choose any collaboration tools? We have to evaluate, right? So we have to ask ourselves, what are the challenges? So what is the collaboration challenges that our firms facing? What kind of solution are available? So I have to choose. So I have to know my problem first and what things that can improve and bring me up to have that collaboration. Do analyze available product costs and benefits. Evaluate security risk. Consult user for implementation and training issues. Select candidate tools and evaluate vendors. So how we do? We have to do evaluating first and selecting collaboration tools after that. So we cannot just choose this kind of collaboration tools, right? We have to understand first what type, based on this matrix, collaboration matrix, we have to determine how we can do. For example, how I can do collaboration with you now to present my class. I use WebEx. How I increase my collaboration with you anytime, but all the time. So we have collaboration matrix here and social tools. Either we are in the same place or in a different place, or we are in the same time and different time. WhatsApp, when I communicate with you, it is different place and same time. Portal, UUM portal, it is in different place and different time, so you can enter anytime to that files. WebEx, it is in the same time but in different place. You are different places. How I can do in the same place and the same time? This one is the class, a normal class. You come to class, I come to present the class to you. This is it is face-to-face collaboration. What else is information system department? What is that? Program system analyst. What they do? They are responsible for that. So I will stop here. And we are going to accomplish these two slides next week. So almost done. This chapter is very important to know how to run a business in a global, to run e-business in a global environment and how to build a collaboration, because it is a very important. Thank you, my dears, for today. Let's make again to check your attendance. So what we have now is, let me stop sharing. I would like to check your attendance for those who missed to make attendance now. Okay. Wow, I still have 9 that didn't make attendance. Make sure that you make attendance, please, huh?